What's up, guys? We're back here at Archeworld, and let's talk about the economy, specifically the high-end items known as the blue archeum core, the purple archeum core, and then also the yellow archeum core. So the big update happened yesterday, so it's been over 24 hours now, and we have an increased drop rate on the blue archeum core. So as expected, we're seeing the prices of these things trend downwards. There's a lot more supply in the game, but with more supply and cheaper prices, that brings in more people actually purchasing and upgrading their gear. So you can see yesterday and the day before, 68 and then 77 sold. Today is a new day, so it's starting off. We have 6 sales currently, but the current sell price is same day average was about 180, 175, and then today we're seeing about a 211 same day average. So you can see the price is now starting to settle around 200 BSLT, and this probably will settle around 200 to 250 BSLT for a short period of time until all the players that actually want to upgrade their gear and think that 200 to 250 BSLT is a good price for this gets their gear upgraded, because it does take a lot of blue archeum to actually upgrade. So we look at the character, we can see here we have 7 pieces of armor that you need to upgrade to tier 4. That's at least 7 blue archeum cores. And then we're also hearing that it takes a 50% chance to make the scroll and to upgrade. So even though you're trying to upgrade, you don't always succeed. You don't have a 100% upgrade chance anymore. So if that is true, which I believe there's a video out there showing that there's a 50% chance for success on upgrades, then that means in theory you need 14 blue archeum cores, because you're going to fail 50% of the time. Then you also have accessories that you can upgrade to tier 4 as well, and then also your flute. So a player in theory is going to need approximately around 20 or so blue archeum cores to upgrade their gear, because if we go open the folio and see in the character here, we can see improvements. We're going to need them for this scroll. So the Awakening Scroll, it requires 1 Archeum Core, it requires 5 of the Faint Stone of Rift, actually 6 of the Faint Stone of Rift, and then a couple of Grand Infusions, and also a Shatigon Rare Crystal. So we're also noticing and seeing that Shatigon Rare Crystals are becoming more valuable, and then also the Faint Stone of Rift is becoming more valuable as well. And this is in part because this is a lot more common to make. So with the price of the Archeum Core going down, these other items will actually become more usable. Like, people will want these more often, which is great for coin purse farmers, because at the high end you get the Faint Stone of Rift out of the level 41 coin purses, so that gives you more value, especially as a free-to-play player. The Shatigon Rare Crystals you craft up through crafting recipes, and it is incredibly hard to get, so I don't expect those really to go down much actually compared to where they are. I think they're around 60 BSLT right now if we type in that and see. So we can see, yeah, they're currently right around 60 BSLT. If we take a look at the history of these things, you can see more and more are being used, and that's because of those cores becoming more common. Also, if we take a look at the Stone of Rift, you'll notice that more and more have been used, and they're up to 0.3 BSLT right now, a significant increase in value over the last couple of days. You can see the same day averages was about 15, 0.2, 0.2, and now today the same day average is 0.3 almost. The Stone of Rift also, this item is a multi-purpose item too. You need this to get to Ancestral level 1, and you need 500 of these things. So this thing, in my opinion, was a great investment. We actually loaded up on a bunch of these prior to this. A couple of weeks ago, we were buying these at around 0.10 or 0.01, 0.012, and so forth. So we probably have about 2,000 or 3,000 of these guys that we can now sell if we think this price is right. But I do think this price is actually going to go up. You can see there's very few available at 0.03 or 0.3. And then the next trigger here is at 0.4 and then at 0.45. But yeah, the sky's the limit. These things, these Faint Stone of Rift, is actually probably going to be a huge moneymaker. These things will probably get up to about 1 BSLT each in the next couple of days. That's my guess on these things. So you can see there's only a good supply of them at this 0.796. That's where you see a couple hundred supplied on the auction house. But other than that, these things, definitely can get very, very expensive. Mainly because the crafting scrolls are easier to do, and then also that ancestral token needs, 500 of them, which is a ton. 500 is a lot of those guys. Equipment improvements. Where is it? It's not where you see that at. Is it common buffs? Yep, common buffs. So this ancestral token also uses those 5 shatigon rare crystals and 50,000 archeum. So this is the big item that is draining these Faint Stones of Rift, in my opinion. A lot of players are starting to get to level 55, and if you do get there, you have 2 choices. You have just a choice of being stuck at level 55 and not gaining any EXP, which feels like a terrible waste, or investing in your character and then getting to ancestral level 1 by crafting this token and then getting more EXP. One of the things about doing ancestral level 1, it allows you to actually sell XP potions. So XP potions are quite valuable, actually. So if we take a look here, we can see 1 million XP is currently selling for almost 60 BSLT. And you see quite a bit are actually selling. So the economy is flowing and is moving. And these things are all kind of like the hot items, in my opinion, right now. Let's go back to the cores, because a very interesting thing has happened. The yellow archeum cores have actually become a lot cheaper than the purple archeum cores. And we touched upon this in another video, in the past videos on the cores. We anticipated this to happen because you don't use the yellow archeum cores right now. Yellow archeum core is needed for tier 6 gear, and no one is at tier 6 gear. Even the #1 player on the server is nowhere near needing a yellow archeum core to make his gear to tier 6. So the purple archeum core is actually the most valuable item in the game currently, and if you do get one of these things, I do recommend actually selling it, ASAP, because if the blue archeum core is any indication, they will end up increasing the drop rate, and more of these purple archeum cores will be coming out of the game sooner rather than later. This is all used for tier 5, and I believe that you actually only have a 25% chance to upgrade your gear at tier 5. Again, this may be false, but I believe that is what I've seen in information around. So even if you are trying to upgrade your gear to tier 5, you're going to need a ton of these and have some really good luck to upgrade. So this price could go up if some people start to upgrade to tier 5 and progress further, but at nearly 2,000 BSLT, I don't see this going up very much, if any. Like, this is a crazy price. So that's, at the current price, BSLT is about 55 cents right now. That means if you spend 2,000 BSLT just to attempt to upgrade your gear, you're spending almost $1,000 to attempt to upgrade your gear to tier 5, and there's a fail chance. So I mean, even at 1,200, 1,300 BSLT, I think this price is outrageous, but this is the price that the big whales are paying. We'll do another video and actually touch on how much the top player has spent, because we can do some guesstimations and figure out, just a rough guess off the top of my head is he's probably spent close to $50,000 on his character. But we'll do, like I said, an in-depth video on that, trying to decipher exactly how much cash does 17,000 gear score cost right now for player number 1. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is a market update, and everything in here is for entertainment purposes only. Don't take my word for anything. I don't know anything. I am just a random person on YouTube, and these are my thoughts and my opinions. I could be completely wrong on any of these things, and yes, make your own decisions. Make your own financial decisions. Don't blindly follow some random dude on YouTube. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. As always, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.